died from, you know.
Right. So
And
he came to you in your dreams and pretty much showed you what happened.
yeah, it showed me what happened. It was almost like a loop. It's like he was saying I was walking. I had this bottle, which basically he had a bottle of pills in his hand. This was New Year's Eve. He had a bottle of pills in his hand, and he's walking, and somebody come up behind him and hit him and knocked him down and took the pills and took off. And when he hit the ground so hard it killed him because he would get to the I fell part, and then it would loop around, and he would tell the same story about walking with the pills. But I think after I talked to him, I think he finally moved on. I mean, that's kind of crazy, ain't it? 20 some years, he found me, and he found me and told me that just so I could help him move on. And
Right. Well, you got to
I
remember,
mean,
20 years to you might only be a few minutes to him too. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good thing. So, has any other spirits
yeah,
ever come to you in your mind like that?
it don't happen that often. I mean, it don't happen that often. I mean, I don't, I
Hmm.
don't, I don't have it happen to me as much as I used to. I do have visions a lot. Like something kept telling me I need to go to Utah because there's a ton of Bigfoots in Utah, and I saw. I mean, sometimes when I see these visions, I'll be at these places when things are occurring, and I'll be walking and living, basically dreaming this vision, and then I would be like thinking to myself, shoot, I can be in freaking Utah, and something's telling me to go to Utah, and maybe that's what the Sasquatch is saying. I ain't went and publicly said that on Facebook or nothing because I was like, that
Hmm.
is pretty freaking cool, to see that when I get there and I break away from the group that's with me, they all come out. They all come
So
out, and they let me see them like that, and I can't wait. I can't wait. If that's something that's going to happen in the future, I can't wait if it does. A lot of times that's what happens. I see things that happen later on in the future. Like I knew this
yeah.
movie was going to happen. I'd had a vision already about this movie, but it didn't go exactly the way it's supposed to go. But it's still this movie ain't the end of it for me. I mean, the movie we shot this time though, Stacy's making sure this thing gets sold to a network. This ain't gonna go on Amazon Prime, a little 30-minute deal. This is like a 90-minute to 2-hour movie that's gonna be put on. It's gonna be sold to a program. I mean, it could go on the Discovery Channel. Who knows where it might wind up? But it could get bought by a network. You just don't know. But I'm excited
Hmm.
about it. I'm excited about it because I know what we shot, and you know something weird about it. I've not seen the footage since I shot it, but I'm so confident about how it looks that it ain't worried me one bit about it. The movie before that, I couldn't wait. I had to have the footage on my computer. Had to keep looking at it. Had to keep looking at it, but this time it was different. It was this time I felt like we did a grade A movie, and I mean I'm hoping he's going to have like what they call a sizzle reel out here soon. I mean he's busy right now, so I'm not going to rush him. But once we get that
Right.
sizzle reel, y'all going to see what we did, and boy, it's incredible. I
And
mean,
so this,
but that's the
so
key.
the
Uh huh.
let me ask you, the new film, it's going to have not just cryptids, it's going to have spirits also. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's gonna have like I touched on the base about my brother. That's a bigger story because I had been telling him my biggest fear in life is they're gonna find you on the side of the road dead. I told him that 3 days before New Year's Eve. I'm coming home on New Year's Eve, telling my wife I got to find this boy. And I said something's wrong. I need to go find him, but I'll go home instead. And as soon as I get home, I get called. They found him on the side of the road dead. And that's why I said that's so significant that he was cleaning up his life. And I thought for sure. So we have an autopsy done, inconclusive. Nobody knows why he died. So all these years, nobody knew how he died or why he died, and he come and told me. So I think that's pretty daggum cool. But that's part of. You're going to see how I tell about my childhood. I tell about things that happen when I grow up. I tell about things that happen, later on. But I think, the way he's explained it to me, everything that I did in that interview is going to be spread out through the movie. So you'll see me say something, and then we'll go to another part of the movie. If I've seen it right, it's going to be incredible. In fact, when I'm sitting there doing,
Let me ask this real quick, Wayne. With doing your EVP work with the spirits, have you ever thought about contacting and talking to your brother who's passed on?
Well, I'm toying with going back to the graveyard where he's buried, where my mom's buried, where my dad's buried, and try it there. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna have to go to try to do it during the day because I don't want the freaking police to run me off. You know, if you go in there at night, they'll run you off. But I'm thinking about doing that for real, trying to see if I could. I don't think I can do it here in the house. I ain't been able to pull no EVPs off this house. I don't think there's no spirits here, you know. But that trail, boy, that trail. I mean, there's 3 or 4 spots out there. I'm having the time of my life right now, especially with that new spirit box. I ain't using them other 2 no more. I'm only using that one. Because, man, the stuff I got. That's kind of the way it was when Stacy brought his out here. You know, his would scan like that. The Spirit Box 1, you know, it picks up really clean. You know, what's good about those 2 boxes is they pick up clean static. You don't hear the radio stations. But with this other one, while it's scanning, you getting better words, and you getting more what I call more stuff. I mean, I could not believe the little bit the stuff on the bridge. I mean, telling me there's bodies in that pond. I mean, I might be on to something even more amazing. You know, there may be dead bodies in that pond, and you know the people that own that plantation, their hearts are buried in one part of that trail. Their bodies are buried up there behind their mansion where they used to live. I mean, it's full of paranormal stuff, man. And right now, it gives me something to do while I'm here. But when the bigger projects come, like if we go back to the haunted church, that's going to be me, Kimberly, and a couple of other people. You know, if I do this thing with Stacy Brown, if we still going to do this, I mean, I'm hoping we're going to do this the first of the year or wherever it gets warm, you know, next year. But you imagine me and him going to every place where the grass man is, or where the Mothman is, or where the Lizard Man is in South Carolina, and we go to these places and we find this stuff.
Yeah, Grassman's where I live. He lives where I live. Oh yeah, Grassman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to go. I think I could. You know, Mothman's he's kind of spiritual anyway. He's kind of more of a. I think he comes out of portals. I don't think he's physically there, but he can form physically. I'm pretty sure that's how it. A guy that told me, I think his name's Jeff Drenning. I think that's his name. Jeff Drenning actually had a show about his encounter with Mothman, and he said the day you want to come up here, I'm going to take you to that spot where I saw him, and we're gonna film it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I need, you know. You know, I need. That's honestly, that's what my desire is right now, to go to the most haunted places. See what I can do with them, and still go to the most famous Bigfoot places. You know. But then again, I'm beginning to think the place I'm at's the most famous Bigfoot place. I ain't never seen so many cryptids out there. I mean, different ones too. It's like. You go out there every time, and it ain't much out there right now because they don't have their tree cover no more. So you basically eliminate a couple spots, but there's still a couple spots out there where if it's a real bright sunny day, you got a good shot at catching one on film. You know, it's something about them, and they like to hide and cover themselves in leaves and stuff. So if it's a dreary day, they'll blend right in with the darn grass, and camera won't pick them up. It's a sunny day, Wayne. Whatever you can.
We got to go, bud. We got to let you go. But thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to your stuff. Have a good night, buddy.
Oh, yeah, man. Can't wait. Yeah, share this thing on my page and everything. You can.
Hoy tengo que hacerte mi mujer y lo sé muy bien. quiero que te sientas mi mujer una y otra vez. Tu piel es dulce como la miel y sabes que él no la merece. Hoy tengo que hacerte mi mujer y lo sé muy bien. Ven, vamos a acercarnos pa' ver cómo es esto de rozarnos piel con piel. Hoy quiero que te sientas mi mujer una y otra vez. Tu piel es dulce como la miel y sabes que él no la merece. Hoy tengo que hacerte mi mujer y lo sé muy bien. Yo lo sé muy bien, bebé. Real man, esto es para ti, él no te merece. Hoy hacemos el pacto, vete, vamos a hacer un contrato donde solo figure buen trato. Es puro sentimiento, con todo lo que digo no miento. Te quiero dejar en lo más alto y no me jacto. Baby, te enseño a bailar lento, muy lento, bebé. Toda la noche y de esto no me arrepiento. Si él quiere algo estaré para el intento. Tú eres mía hasta mañana, lo siento. Ven, vamos a acercarnos pa' ver cómo es esto de rozarnos piel con piel. Hoy quiero que te sientas mi mujer una y otra vez. Tu piel es dulce como la miel y sabes que él no la merece. Hoy tengo que hacerte mi mujer y lo sé muy bien. Ven, vamos a acercarnos pa' ver cómo es esto de rozarnos piel con piel. Hoy quiero que te sientas mi mujer una y otra vez. Tu piel es dulce como la miel y sabes.
If you would like to hear Night Dreams Talk Radio on your local radio station, let them know. Tell them to check out www.nightdreamstalkradio.com, and thank you.
Please check out the Night Dreams Talk Radio website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. Also, if you want to keep our show free of advertising, just hit the donate button. Give $1 or $2. Remember, all prior shows are always free to listen to. We at Night Dreams Talk Radio thank you for your support. From our compound, from the West Coast to the East Coast to worldwide, both on the internet and terrestrial radio, you're listening to Gary Anderson on Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark.
And here I am. Well, we're down to the last 30 minutes on Night Dreams Talk Radio. A big shout out to all the truckers that listen and make this show possible. Without you, we would not be here. And again, check out our website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. Thinking about suntanning tomorrow. Well, maybe in Arizona. But I don't know. I don't know if I could just kind of lay on my back and bend my legs that high to get a tan.
You know what's going to happen. You're going to get stuck. Have to call a paramedic. They're going to come out, and you're going to have your legs up and stuck holding your ankles like a pretzel stuck, and be like, what's going on with you there, buddy?
That would be hard to explain. You know that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine sunbathing like that and people walking by and looking at you? I mean, it'd be kind of hard. Well, what are you doing? I'm trying to get a very important suntan.
Trying to get my daily vitamin D. Now get out of my light.
You can take that vitamin D 2 different ways. Anyway, moving right along, I'll tell you what. We've sure been talking a lot lately about abductions, UFOs, Earth changes, and you know what? I'm really concerned about Friday.
Uh-oh. What's going on Friday?
Well, that asteroid the size of a